some of the challenges were, I think, I guess one of my main examples that I should probably utilize is we are having a little bit of conflict in a spouse club that I'm in. And we had several meetings with advisors. So two of the advisors and I sat down and we were talking about how we can move forward. And I said, I'm taking this course and, we need to bring everybody to the table. We need to walk through the woods. We need to really get into what everybody's mission is and what everybody's, goal is, and we need to come to the table and come out of the basement. And I remember one of the advisors, just kind of looking at me, and I said, I'm in this class and we're learning conflict resolution. And she goes, she actually said, yeah, but that's real high level stuff. And I said, I understand, but why do you think they're teaching it to military spouses? Why do you think they're taking the time to create this amazing curriculum and bring in top leaders from Ivy League universities? They're not bringing it in because they don't think we can make change happen. They're bringing it in because we want to make change happen and we want to have the skill set to be able to do so. And it was really, I think for me, it was really offensive because I have here this admiral's wife that's kind of like, why, almost in the same breath that you're trying to raise us up, you're talking us down. And it was so frustrating to me because I was like, here I have this tool and you're not letting me use it because you think that we're not intelligent enough to be able to conceptualize it. And I think that was like, that was module 1, like we were in the basement. I don't mean to cry, but it was really frustrating for me because it was a really important organization to me. It was a lot of conflict that was so unnecessary. The club was like falling apart and I felt like I had the tools, and here was a mentor sitting in front of me who I had known for several years and had always, congratulated me on all my spouse escapades, all the things that we do as spouses. And I think it just really upset me because it made me feel like just a spouse.
Yeah.
And like the whole concept was just lost on her, and kind of this old school mentality that we're all trying to rise against. And I think, unfortunately it wasn't, I came back into the class, I put it in our mighty group, and talked about it, and, of course, got great feedback, and I actually springboarded, a lot of these conversations for the rest of the modules, was kind of focused on on almost like the image that we have been given as military spouses, and how do we get individuals to take us seriously when we're just a spouse.
Yeah.
And I think that was what?
Just a spouse.
Just a spouse, yeah. And it's and I did a lot of quotes of just a spouse. There was a lot of that throughout that time. And I think, for me at the same time, I was going through trying to meet with recruiters, trying to become commissioned, and just running into so many bizarre hurdles within the Navy, within mental health, within Military One Source, trying to be credentialed as a provider. And just, I think, just seeing, eyes wide open, seeing the change that we can make and seeing the tools that we have and seeing this amazing organization that has been built, solely based on advocacy. And I think it was just a game changer for me. I think it was finding my own confidence. It was finding my own purpose and really removing those quotation marks, because that is like just not the thing to ever think, and kind of wanting to remove that vocabulary from even my own language. because I don't want it to be identified as just, I don't want to be identified as just a spouse. I don't want anyone else to. And most importantly, I think I don't want us to do it to ourselves. And that's what I see more than anything.